ezinye izinto kumele kuyikhulume. They don't need diplomacy. I have no right, I have no, I don't know what to call it, ukuthi I can tell my colleagues how to behave. As soon as I say this is how they must behave, bazothuka mina. We just sabuka nje.
Robert Marawa, live on 947. Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live. #MSW.
All right, it is a Friday, which means it is Friday Legends right here on 947 Rise FM, Vuma FM, with myself, Robert Marawa. It is brought to you by ABSA as well as Visa, worldwide partner of the Olympics and the Paralympic Games. And still talking about the Olympic Games, hey? Guess what? It's 56 days to go until Paris 2024.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Benny is in the area, ladies and gentlemen. Let's catch up with him. Some of your top players. And there was also the handling or mishandling of the Jadon Sancho one. I mean, he's going to be in the final for the Champions League over the weekend.
And I think Jadon, being from also the streets, you live by a street code. In his eyes, he felt that he was not in the wrong and he didn't do anything wrong. So he didn't see the need why he had to apologize. But I think sometimes you got to be the bigger person, you know. You just apologize because a player is never going to win a battle with a manager, and I'm afraid the street kicked in the Jadon saga.
#MSW. #MSW.
All right, before I introduce my legend to you for tonight, a lot of you have been asking, Lyle Foster, was Hugo Broos right? Why did he bring him back into the national team? Here's why.
His health problem is solved. That was the problem. And I know I was also myself very angry a certain moment, because from England we get the news that Lyle was not ready, Lyle had a mental problem, and so on and so on. And suddenly he started playing with the team. So we had contact again with England, and they said, yeah, but he's not ready. And also Lyle wrote us a letter that he didn't want to go with us to AFCON because he was not ready. That's the reason why Lyle was not with us in Ivory Coast. So after that, for March, I took again contact, and again they told me, no. It's better that you don't call him for the moment because he's not really 100%. Still not really 100%. And that's why he wasn't with us in March. But he still played. He always played every game for Burnley. So yeah, it was not easy to accept that. But okay, I followed let's say the medical reasons why I couldn't take him. But now everything was okay. I phoned to him, I called him, we had a good chat. I called company, we had a good chat. So there are no problems anymore. And that's the reason why Lyle is now again with us.
Right, I hope that clears the air as far as Lyle Foster is concerned. He says, you know what, he was equally frustrated. He tried to phone the club, asking the club what exactly is going on. And Lyle even wrote a letter to them saying that, you know what, he's not ready to be part and parcel of the national team. So yeah, that's cleared things up, hasn't it?
Friday nights, always.
This is how we do it.
About our beloved legends. Pull up your chair. Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
South Africa have possession inside the area. Twala to cut back. Surely now, Letsholonyane makes it two. Beautifully struck. Beautiful commitment and wonderful play from Lucas Twala, who set that goal up almost single-handedly. That was Lucas Twala's goal. But the good news for South Africa is that finally, for the first time in 4 goals, we've managed to score from open play. The 26-odd minutes gone, and South Africa leading by 2-0. It's a good sign here, a very good sign indeed. Watch the play of Twala. He was brilliant, keeping that in play. Great pace, chased it down doggedly.
I'm not sure if he remembers that goal. I'll ask him in just a second. I do. He was looking so nervous. I was looking at him now. He's thinking, yo, what's about to happen? Is this game live? And I tell you what, now, you know, this legend thrills so many football fans across all clubs, and it didn't matter who you supported. Trust me, you just couldn't help but love him. A genuine midfield kingpin, as they called him. And I hope that that's the only kingpin that he was, a football kingpin. And he was what we usually, in proper football terms, call the engine. You know, he completely lived out his football dream, enjoying a very illustrious career. Back in his heyday now, the Soweto-born player was one of the most respected midfielders in South African football, known for his work rate as well as precise passing ability. While not a prolific goal scorer, trust me, he developed a reputation for being the heartbeat, the engine, as we called him, of the teams that he played for. I think similar to the French football legend, if you throw your mind back to 1998 World Cup, the winner, Claude Makelele. And he started his professional career back with Hellenic Football Club in 2002. And after some very promising performances for Ezenkosi Jomo Cosmos, he earned his very big break with a move to Kaizer Chiefs in 2008. So he became a key figure, though, for Bafana Bafana, and also several years that he played in the 2010 World Cup, as well as the Africa Cup of Nations finals in 2013, as well as 2015. This man was part of the Kaizer Chiefs squad that dominated local football in Stuart Baxter's first stint as coach of the Soweto Giants, helping the club win 2 domestic titles. That was in 2013 as well as 2015. Now, from Amakosi, this man earned a move to SuperSport United in 2016 at the age of 34. Who says age matters? Hey, 34. That's his real age, guys. It's not the football age, nothing of that nature. He was 34. I double-checked, triple-checked. Went to Home Affairs. He was clear. Now, his experience also helping Matsatsansa win 1 MTN 8 as well as a Nedbank Cup title. It's always a pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, interacting with this footballing god. I mean, his fanatics fondly referred to him as Modimo wa Bolo. Very soft-spoken, very gentle gentleman of the game. Now, his name means that we've been forgiven, and I hope that he's forgiven me for any wrong, every word, any word that I might have said against him during his playing days that he might not have agreed with or to. Now, in him, we have indeed, and we were given a world-class talent. His name is Reneilwe Letsholonyane. Ladies and gentlemen, he's in the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah.
Sure, yeah, no. Thank you for having me once more, man. I really appreciate the invitation.
Sure. You know, I tried. You know, we tried to describe you as widely as possible. So if somebody's listening who's a hockey fan, or somebody's listening who does pigeon racing or synchronized swimming and doesn't know who you are, I just hope that kind of summarized you.
Yeah, most definitely. I think even beyond summarizing.
Aibo, beyond.
Yeah, no, you did a great job in trying to paint a picture of myself and my career.
But how would you paint yourself, your journey, your career, the amazing human being that you are at the end of the day? Because ultimately we saw a football player, but at the end of the day, you're a human being.
Yeah, Reneilwe was born Kokasi Township, White City. He's a 3rd child of 6. Wow. Born White City, as I said. Later, my family moved to Middlelands, same Soweto as well. Had a dream of being a professional footballer. Had a dream of representing his country. At any level of football that you can think of. Had a dream of playing for one of the biggest teams in the country. And then Reneilwe went and pursued that dream. Yes, school, Komolaetsa Primary School, went to Tlhatlogang and Maurice Isaacson. And in White City, when we moved to Middlelands, I went to Kelokitso to complete my matric there.
And what were you dreaming about then? Were you dreaming about Letsholonyane Reneilwe being the football superstar, or were you thinking academics? Were you thinking something? I don't know what your dreams were outside of football. What were you thinking at that stage?
My dream was to do both, right?
Yeah.
My dream was I wanted to be a chartered accountant.
Sure.
Like I wanted to be so very much wanted to be a chartered accountant.
That's for clever people.
And also I wanted to turn professional. So doing both, it was a bit tricky then. One, we were not informed that much in terms of your distance learning, whether you're or not sitting there. So you had to choose at some point to go do you focus on this side of academics or football. So what I did, it's let me finish my matric, let me pass my matric, and then I hadn't turned professional then. So I told myself to say, okay, let me focus on getting my matric. Once I pass my matric, then I can give the football my full attention, a chance as well in trying to turn professional. And that's what happened.
And then what happens then to being a chartered accountant? Because, yes, I hear you saying that you were not given those options. You were not educated enough, or you were not explained enough in terms of how you balance the two. But is there a regret somehow? Because I don't think if somebody is good at carpentry would then wake up and say, I want to do chartered accountant, or be a chartered accountant. Did you feel that we as a country maybe would have lost something out of a future chartered accountant in you?
Regret? Not much, because I still lived my dream. But I feel that I should have done more, not even would have, should have done more, should have pursued that other part of the dream. Once I know for a fact that when I was at Chiefs, that's when the information was also coming on the distance learning and I think at that time, that's the right time that I should have done something with that part of the dream, but obviously I did not. And it's there. So,
but I mean, it doesn't bug you because, like you say, you fulfilled the one half.
Yeah.
The other half, you never stop learning. I think I've grown to know and to see people. I think even I know one person that loves the show and listens to the show quite often is Upra Sipho Hot Sticks Mabusa.
Yeah.
I think he went back and got himself educated at a very older age, at a very advanced age. And then that's when you see that, this education thing has got nothing to do with age. It's just when you feel that the time is right and you will give it the time that it deserves as well. I don't know if you agree with that.
No, I agree. I agree with that. But I think for me, that, and I'm not going to say love because that's what I want. That's what I wanted, right?
Yeah.
But because my thought process or what I thought my future now is going the direction that it's taking. I'm more pursuing the academic side of things on that path, while that other one it's there, but I'm not putting an effort. I'm not that passionate more than the side that I'm in.
But are you a numbers person? Do numbers excite you?
Yeah, I love money. Yeah. So
no, of course you must love money. There's no way.
I do. Numbers excite me very much. They're interesting for me. So like I said, it's one of part of that life for me that I think I should have done before. But the direction that I'm taking now,
you're happy.
I'm very happy.
Now tell me, now that you tell me that you love numbers, do you ever feel that at any stage of your football career that you are underpaid?
Most definitely.
At what stage? At which club?
I think all the clubs. I think so. I think
all the professional football clubs.
All the professional footballers. Football. I think so.
What makes you think that? I mean, you're at Kaizer Chiefs and immediately people think, oh, he's highly paid.
Highly paid is relative. Anyway, based on my contribution to all the teams, based on what everything that I've given to obviously the team or the space that I'm in, I felt at some point that I deserve more.
Yeah.
But the way I was so happy in to be in that space, it didn't really bother me that much. I knew what I deserved. I knew that I'm not getting what I have to get. But being in that space, playing football mainly, it made me happy, and not to really allow other factors to bother me.
Yeah. If I tell you that a guy like Casemiro, who is with Man United now, probably is on his way out. We all know that. But yeah, he's accomplished a lot. National team accomplished a lot. Real Madrid, but then coming to Man United, he gets £300,000 per week. Per week.
Yeah.
Please digest that, convert it to rands, and let's come back.
#MSW live
Now.
on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
And they're off! Bet 50 Rand or more on horse racing with Hollywood Bets, and you could win over 2 million Rand in prizes, including a brand new Golf GTI or an Amoda Elegance S. Bet now to race to the finish line. T's and C's apply. Hollywood Sportsbook is a licensed betting operator. Hollywood Bet supports responsible gambling. No persons under the age of 18 years are permitted to gamble. Winners know when to stop. South African Responsible Gambling Foundation toll-free counseling line 0800 006 008 or WhatsApp help to 076 675 0710.
With Defender, you know there's an unmatched strength and purposeful design. But did you know there's also guaranteed future value finance, where at the end of your term, you can refinance, trade in, or retain your Defender? That's worth knowing. Find out more at Land Rover Sandton. T's and C's apply. Finance is subject to approval. Land Rover Finance, a product of Westbank, a division of First Rand Bank Limited, an authorized financial services and registered credit provider, NCR CP20.
Welcome to another episode of Hey Duck, Riddle Me This! Okay, Duck, the day before 2 days after the day before tomorrow is Saturday. And that's the day before family curry night. What will you use to wash the dishes the day after that? Mac. Yes! Mac dishwashing liquid. Anything else is just wrong.
It's time to carve yourself, because prepping Wena means protecting Yena.
To stay forever Wena, get tested whenever.
Forever ask for consent. Condomize.
My sex if you're not feeling it. Be forever prepped and forever status checked.
Because it's not one or the other.
It's forever Wena. Know your sexual health options and choose you. Visit foreverwena.co.za.
Cell C brings you a limited 99 Rand smartphone deal on SA's most reliable network. Get the new Realme Note 50 for only 99 Rand per month when you sign up on a 24-month Elevate One contract. This offer is only available to the first 500 customers, in-store only. Valid until 3 June or while stocks last. Hurry! Don't miss this fantastic deal. T's and C's apply. Cell C. Change your world.
Stand to win a trip of a lifetime for 2 to the Olympics 2024, courtesy of Visa. Use your Absa Visa card 5 times or more to unlock your next great story. For rewards members, entries count double. And when you use your digital pays, you get an additional entry. Not a customer? Open your Absa Visa account and sign up for free Absa rewards. Visa, worldwide partner of the Olympics and Paralympic Games. T's and C's apply. Authorized FSP.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Benny is in the area, ladies and gentlemen.
What informed the decision to release David De Gea and bring in Onana, who had a very terrible season?
Fortunately, when your time's up, your time's up. The manager just felt that he wanted a change and he wanted to bring in a goalkeeper that he knows very well, that's really good with his feet and everything else, and that's why the manager wanted to bring in Andre Onana, and also especially what he's done when he played in the Champions League final for Inter Milan. I think everyone was super excited of having, Onana coming in if we could get him.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Reneilwe Letsholonyane.
Talking about 2010, it is an experience that I will never forget. I will cherish for my whole life. I'm grateful that I got the opportunity to live my dream.
When did the coach inform you, though, that you were starting the game?
We were told the day before, so I went to bed knowing that I'll be starting the game.
Have you retired, man? Why is everyone telling me so many different stories? Please put it out there.
I am not retired, and I haven't retired. I'm not going to retire now.
Hashtag MSW. Friday nights, always.
This is how we do it.
About our beloved legends. Pull up your chair. Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Oh, man, was it a difficult choice, though? Was it a difficult choice? Because then I was trying to corner you and say, haven't you retired? And you were scratching your head. You didn't know what was going on. Was it a tough thing to do? And when you finally did, was it what, a relief?
Difficult emotionally,
yeah,
yes, because it's something that I loved doing, but making a decision, I've decided like a year before. So when I signed for TX Galaxy,
yes,
already that day of signing, it was me saying end of the season, I'm done. So I had already decided on my retiring date or day, whatever time.
Yeah. What makes you come to that decision, though? What are the factors?
I was tired of traveling, not getting an opportunity, obviously, to spend time with my family. I was tired with how things were done at that time with football-wise.
Okay.
Also, I felt that it is the right time for me to stop while I'm still in love with the game. I didn't want the time where now I don't love the game and it pushes me out. So I felt that because I still love the game so much, the things that are sort of becoming negative for me in the space of something that I love, I should just step out and carry on with the next chapter of my career within the game that I love.
Talking about love, people love you.
Mr. Marawa, good evening in the studio there, and good evening to your guest, and Reneilwe Letsholonyane. You know, when Cosmos was relegated, he quickly moved to Kaizer Chiefs. But it wasn't luck, it was based on his performance. All of a sudden he's playing for Bafana. The man was so outstanding, and a trustee there in the midfield. My man Reneilwe, we love you as South Africans. Congratulations, my man. Please, man, I know that you're doing coaching courses, or maybe you were finished. Don't be lost in South African football, because we love you, my man. It's Moses Mukwena. Thank you.
Moses Mukwena. He says he loves you, man. He says, just know that South Africans love you.
No, I appreciate the love. I've always said, Jorge, I don't take the love and support of every South African that has given me throughout my career. I know that I felt that whether they are Chiefs, Pirates, whatever supporters, I've always felt loved by any other.
Just football supporters.
Football supporters, yeah.
The Jomo Cosmos thing, he says that they got relegated and you bolted.
Quickly. He said quickly.
That's why your face changing there. I was like...
No, that was not quickly.
Yeah.
So when I signed for Cosmos from PJ Stars, I said to myself, I'm going to join Cosmos for 2 years. That's me telling myself that I'm going to sign for 2 years, and then that 2 years I'm going to establish myself. I'm going to play. I'm going to work hard so that I'm known, and then after 2 years, I'm definitely going to a bigger club. A bigger club for me was, in my head, was Chiefs, but obviously I said a bigger club, which obviously, unfortunately, Cosmos playing the best football that Cosmos has ever played that season, but we still got relegated, and unfortunately, that I had to move. Before Chiefs offer, there were quite a few offers. There was Bloom Celtics there was Vets. I almost like went to Vets.
Just tell me those three teams again.
It was Bloom Celtics, it was Vets, and then it was Sundowns.
Sure. So Bloom Celtic and Vets.
Yeah.
And then Cosmos was there as
Cosmos
the team.
was there as
your team at the
main
time.
team, yeah.
So the three teams you've mentioned are gone.
Sure, yeah. Sure. Yes, yeah.
So you made a good decision though, because you can imagine that you probably they might have. I know Wits's culture was to always try and hang on to players, especially experienced players, until even if you get to your 40s, they didn't mind as long as you could play.
Yeah.
I think Celtic, we know the culture there. Cosmos also did the same thing, but you know Jomane, being Jomane, you know Jomo. Right? He's the MD, he's the coach, he's the bus driver, he's the monsieur, he's everything. He's listening to the show. But do you know though, because there's always some very interesting stories that are told about how Jomo scouts players or finds players. It goes to Lengo, to down in KZN, and it goes to Kumbu, he goes to all sorts of places, and he sits under a tree, nobody knows that he's there. And that's how he's gone to scout for players. How did he scout you?
The reason I went to Cosmos then, it is because I played for the development at Cosmos. I played under 19. Then it was a called league, a reserve league then. So I was playing at the age of 16, 17, 18. I was with Cosmos Development, and then I left, try and figure out myself to try and get teams nyana there. That's the period I went to Dangerous Duckies, played few months there, came back PJ Stars, played Hellenic for 2 games, went back to PJ Stars, and then we played Cosmos, Absa Cup?
Yes.
Absa Cup, last 32, Orlando Stadium. And then we won the game on penalties. We went to play Pirates, Johannesburg Stadium. Ellis Park, somewhere there. And then last 16, we lost second half extra time. Nomvete came on as a sub, scored two quick goals. We were tired, all of us. We were cramping that time. And then after that season, most of us from PJ Stars got offers from different teams. I chose Cosmos because I'm familiar with the space. Yes, Jomo knows me, but he hasn't obviously seen me 2-3 years. But he knows me, and he's the one who said he wants me as well also. And I know most of the players there because I used to play with them when I was playing there. So it was an easy decision for me to make.
Sure. I mean, you talk about Dangerous Duckies. You talk Dangerous Duckies. I look at you. I look at David Nyati. And I'm saying, okay, I understand.
Evening, Big Rob, and evening to the legendary Reneilwe Letsholonyane. Yeah, no, Rob, this man loves numbers. When he was playing for club level, he used to wear number 6. Then when it's national team time, he doubles up that number by 2 to wear the number 12 shirt. Can you please tell us what is the significance of those 2 numbers? And secondly, there's a famous photo of him and Sadhu Keita when Sadhu Keita was bullying him, Rob. Every time he sees that picture, what emotions evoke from him when he sees that picture? Because, Sadhu Keita was treating him like a kid there. Mara, good show, Robert. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're taking us back, man. Hey, should we start with Sadhu Keita? Because there he was making you, I don't know. Eh?
When I see that picture, it reminds me of one of the best games that I've played against a top player than of his caliber.
Sadhu Keita.
Yeah. So a normal game, a normal player would have not done that if it was just an easy game for him.
So he was an angry man.
He was very upset because I made things difficult with and without the ball. So I made things difficult. For me, that's one of the top games that I've had.
So that was retaliation.
Yeah, because
at times you're making him look like he's not Sadhu Keita.
Yeah, and also strength-wise, he thought because I was shorter and he's tall, he thought that he would bully me, push me. But no, any 50-50, I would go in. I would go through him. Any ball, he'll be the second player, second best for that game. So when I see that picture, it for me it says that's the best game that we've had.
It's like a trophy. Yeah. It's an achievement. Okay, when you put it that way, it's a different perspective that I suppose a lot of us did not know.
Yeah.
We are live on the YouTube channel. Any comments, please? I know a lot of you have been saying how did he go and vote? The colors is wearing. No, guys. He's chilled. There's a big cup final happening tomorrow at the Wembley Stadium, UEFA Champions League. So, yeah. So you can check him out. Don't say, I'm not saying much though. Quickly, on the numbers thing. 6 and 12, was that deliberate?
Not really. When I got to Chiefs, I was given number 6. It was Fabian was wearing the number,
McCarthy.
And McCarthy was going out, and then I was just coming in, and then I got the number. In my head, I'm like, oh, okay, sharp. I'm going to make this number famous. And then, no, obviously there's number 10, number 15, 12,
Yes.
and so 12, yeah, because
12 you couldn't because
Tabomoki, Ace
Ntsweleng,
that 12 it's along those lines.
10?
But number 6 it was just by default, and I said, okay, I'm going to make this jersey famous. And then it was by default that it was 6 this side and then 12 that side.
Yes, no comment. Hulufelang in the Chirina, good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Rob. Good to see Mr. Billy Shoulders.
Yeah,
good
welcome. Welcome, man. Good to hear from you, Hulufelang.
Yes, sir. Was wrong there.
Yeah, sorry, go again?
Beyonce, how are you?
Sure.
And when we have seen you blossom throughout your career, be it go Cosmos, be it go Chiefs, be it Lico Highlands Park, even though it was in your latter stages of your career, throughout all the teams that you've played for, which would have been your like the downside of it, because you've also played for Bafana as well, you've earned your caps, but throughout your games, throughout the teams that you've played for, which would have been the downside of your career, if you can look back?
I'm not sure when he says downside. I'm not really quite sure.
I think it's more like your disappointing moment in your career, because sometimes, I mean, if you were Lyle Foster and you were sitting in front of me, he would talk about the dark spot that he had recently. I mean, was there a time? Was there a dark moment? Was there a disappointing moment?
A disappointing moment for me was the last season. Yeah, go Chiefs. It was the first season. Yeah, Coach Steve Kompela. We went to 2 cup finals, MTN 8 and Telkom, if I'm not mistaken. We lost both. The season ended without winning anything. For me, it was, and the other season, I think I got injured and I was out for like quite a while, and I even forced myself to come back while I was still injured, because I felt that was a moment where we should do well for a South African black coach, South African young black coach then.
Coaching Kaizer Chiefs.
Yeah. Because already there was, even before there was this myth of a young black South African cannot coach a big team, those stories. But I felt that we let him down. And I'm not saying let me say me. That's how I felt. I didn't do enough. Yes, I was injured, but let injury aside, I felt that season I didn't do enough to try and help another brother to stay for the longest time. Because for me, I know for a fact, when you are coaching a big team, for you to buy time, you must win something.
Yes.
So out of two, had he won one,
different story.
It was going to be a different story.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And that's why it's always said, when you go back in your mind and you look at all the scenes from the Moses Mabhida Stadium, when there was all that violence, there was the burning of the stadium, the breaking of cameras and police coming through, then Steve having to, hold an impromptu press conference, and then, he left the club under a very dark cloud in South African football. Letsholonyane, so many tributes coming up. Don't go anywhere.
#MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Soweto Live at the same time. #MSW.
It's more than a car. It's Onke's key to freedom and independence. It's the long drives with family and friends filled with the most blissful experiences.
At Absa Insurance, we cover things that matter with simple and affordable car insurance. Get up to 44% of your car premiums back for driving well, a telematics device with stolen vehicle recovery capability, and a panic button. Visit absa.co.za to get a quote and move to Absa Insurance today. Your story matters. Absa, an authorized FSP and registered credit provider. T's and C's apply.
In a nation built on the principles of democracy, the upcoming elections in South Africa are a crucial moment for its people.
But despite all the promises of equality and change, many are asking themselves whether these elections will truly bring about the accountability that is desperately needed.
Join us as we delve into the complexities of democracy in South Africa.
Tune in to ENCA DSTV channel 403 and ENCA.com.
Indulge in the seductive allure of the cherry, red and ripe, with a tantalizing blend of sweetness and tartness. Each bite bursts with juiciness, leaving you craving more. Ready to pluck the forbidden fruit? Spin the hot Lotto Star reels to ignite your senses with payouts of up to 20 million rand. Lotto Star, your world of live games. Lotto Star is licensed by the Mpumalanga Economic Regulator. No under 18. NRGP 0800 006 008. T's and C's apply. All games are fixed odds betting events.
In today's digital era, internet and broadband data services are essential for consumers and businesses to thrive. Zaltec Telecoms is at the forefront of providing innovative solutions to transform traditional businesses and homes into fully connected digital environments, offering a range of tailored telecommunication services, including fiber, as well as solar power and green energy solutions. Visit zaltectelecoms.co.za to unlock a world of connectivity.
At Sani Car Rental, we put the spin on all things local. Keep them lekker and uncomplicated. With us, just now and now both mean that you're guaranteed the best rates right now. Icon and Highball are terms reserved for those other guys. Because for Sani, Brew means family. Patience and goodwill are names of our customers, but they also reflect the values we stand for. Let's face it, we know we're South African because our sense of humor is our greatest coping mechanism. Sani Car Rental, bringing people together.
Visit Hirsch's today for wholesale prices to the public on a wide range of D5 appliances. Enjoy massive discounts on D5 fridges, cooking and laundry appliances. Save 1,000 Rand when you purchase a D5 Rose Gold Oven and Hob combo for only 7,499 or get a D5 air fryer for only 1,399. These and other amazing D5 deals available in store online at Hirsch's.co.za. Hirsch's, we will save you money.
Previously on Marawa Sports Worldwide.
The Usutu President, Ubab Sandile Zungu,
Marawa, while least I understand the frustration of Mr. Zungu, however, I like to think that he should not comment too much on refereeing issues because he's not a referee. Recently, Kaizer Chiefs drawing with Amazulu, where Amazulu scored a goal that was also controversial.
Are there instances where you feel that your team got away with murder?
Of course, yes. So when we are done injustice, we speak. Also, when we've been treated leniently, we do speak like I'm doing now. For a fan somewhere in Limpopo to say we must just effectively shut up, for me, it's unacceptable.
Hashtag MSW. Hashtag MSW. Friday nights, always.
This is how we do it.
About our beloved legends. Pull up your chair. Let's chat legendary stuff. Marawa Sports Worldwide.
Good evening, Rob. And greetings from Istanbul. Yeah, I have to really dig a little bit deeper to those years when he first joined us. I have so fond memories to it. Firstly, I made the chairman, the president, Mr. Mutang, nearly crazy, and Bobby nearly crazy about him. Walking every day up to his office and say, listen, there's a player that we need to get. It's on a time very difficult to get somebody from Jomo. And I remember when he came the first time and when it was over and he came to us, there was this young boy with a big heart and a fantastic football IQ that I was really convinced that he will go very far. And the first week he was tackling everything but moves. And later on also, he was not that fond of these automatism training sessions where we had around, let me say, 45 minutes, 1 hour, always repetition in a collective form in a team, certain movements. He's more a creative player that wants to have the creativity going forward. And actually, later on, I think he liked it, but in the beginning was a bit irritated from that. And I really needed to convince him sometimes. And what made me proud is really his football IQ and this big heart that he has to going forward. And he has always given everyday training sessions, very disciplined player. Actually, I expected him to be internationally in the highest level. He could have played in any team internationally. And what made me proud that he really played the World Cup and came that far. And I wish you really, really all the best for your career. I know that you will be a very pedantic coach that has been looking for the details. We have always sometimes contact to each other. And I'm always there and available for anything what you need. And I wish you really the best for the future, for giving it back to football where you come from. And especially for these young boys then, the way when you came to us. Good luck and see you hopefully soon when I'm back in South Africa.
Oh, Mushin Etrugral, man, all the way from Istanbul. Eh? Took you a couple of seconds to recognize the voice.
Yeah.
Oh, such great words. Mushin Etrugral, thank you so much indeed. As we said, hashtag MSW Marawa Sports Worldwide, listening in all the way from Istanbul.
Sure.
Where do you even begin, though, with this coach who feels that internationally you could have gone on? He was excited about you as a football player. When Bobby spoke about you, he saw you and immediately knew what role you would play. How do you respond to coach?
Sure. He's the guy or he's the coach that made me footballers to grow.
Yes.
He mentioned that when I got to Chief the first few weeks, I was going through anything that I can see. As long as I can see that round thing, I was going through it.
Yeah.
Yes, it was true because when I played for PG Stars, I was one-dimensional. I was this creative. I played the best football ever. Komahlobo, PG Stars level, right?
Yeah.
And then when I was playing and we played NFD Cosmos. So for me, something said, you're all the same. in South Africa, you are all the same playing in that position. It's either you are an attacking or you are a defensive midfielder. I wanted to be different, and how can I be different? It is if I can be able to do both and balance them, do both defensively and attacking at the same level, not compromise one.
Yeah.
And Cosmos, that was another reason for me to say, okay, that move, in the next 2 years, I'm going to work on being a defender when we don't have the ball.
I see.
And
yeah. Don't be like what Paul Dolezal would call that he ran, and Shino come back.
Yeah.
So that coming back part
was became more important for me. I was not going in for the 50-50. I knew that I would be the second best. Anyone that is 50, I'm going out, I'm going to lose it, and then it might cost the team. So going to Cosmos, first week, Semi Makhalefa 50-50 goes through me. First week of training at Cosmos. Second day, third day, Morgan, same thing, 50-50, they go through me.
This is Morgan Gould.
This is Morgan Gould. Because I was that type of player of creative skill and
sorry to cut you. I've been talking about Morgan Gould though.
Papas, this is a message from a friend. I'm not going to say who it is, but you should pick up from the name Papas. Hey Papas, we go a long way. I think we don't give you enough of your flowers, and I'm actually very blessed to have graced the field with you. You are inspiration. Off and on the field, you're so humble that you put people in their place when they need to be told the truth, and that's what I enjoy about you. But anyway, my brother, you become a coach. It's not by fluke, it's by your hard work and your dedication, and also your understanding of the game. I just want to say to you, ungapheli moya son. Please don't stop playing Pro Kids song, and you know what it means to all of us that have been through the thicks and the thins. And if it's possible, just play that song. Thank you.
Sure. Give us the title of the song. Which one is it?
Ungapheli Moya.
Ungapheli Moya.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's once now Tola no more. Just try and find it. I won't give you too much time though. I just want you to listen. He was talking about we don't give you enough credit. We don't give you your flowers to smell while you're alive. So please sit back and enjoy more. Morgan Gould, I appreciate you, sir.
Good evening, Rob, and good evening to Yeye Jakalas. It's KG Dikhatri here. I trust you are well, my brother, and taking care of yourself. It was really an honor to share the grass with you. You've always been humble and a blessing to our football. The football you displayed when I played alongside you made my football easy whenever we played together. That box-to-box role you played, in actual fact, helped me to also improve my play at Crystal Palace. It encouraged me to stay fitter at all times. You never set foot wrong and always executed every play with excellence. So, my guy, as you embark on this new journey of coaching, I would like to wish you everything of the best. The experience you have and the hard work, the sacrifice you've put in our football, may you pass it to our future generation. Stay humble, my guy, and may God bless you. Thanks.
Oh, KG Dikhatri, thank you so much, Big Boss. I mean, if somebody says that you've influenced this game, even at Crystal Palace, then you know what you've done is major. Again, sit back and listen to what the people have to say.
Good evening, Mr. Marawa, and good evening to the legend, Reneilwe Letsholonyane, ukhuluma noSibongile Nomkhwani kaMgaya Mathafeni. Mr. Marawa, hey, that guy, I used to like him a lot in his playing days, Mr. Marawa. And I want to congratulate him for the great career that he has. A very professional player who you will not get him making headlines in the newspaper for wrong reasons. So yeah, I want to congratulate Uyeye for that great sportsmanship and professionalism. And coming back to Amazulu, where I used to see him almost every game when Amazulu are playing, I think things did not work out for him in the development side, but I think he has worked with some of the good players, the youngsters, Abo Hlangabeza, Abo Ngiti. What I want to know from Uyeye is that which of the youngsters he believed that will make it to the first team in the near future. Thank you, Mr. Marawa. Good show.
Sibongeleni, thank you so much indeed. He's absorbing that question, but what I can say at the same time is that somebody that I've got to say on a happy belated birthday to Pro Pilane. You know, he's a football guru himself. He's somebody that you would have worked with at Amazulu. And his message that is just a pop through says that guy was a great coach. He knew how to plan for the match. So unfortunate that the results didn't favor him at the time. We miss him so much at Amazulu. Hey, stop making him shy, man, bro. You know the problem here. Hey, we can't make that shy, boss. Eh?
Good evening, Robert. This is the man. Reneilwe, how are you, man? Robert, just a few questions to Reneilwe. I want to find out, was he in his football career ever reprimanded of ill discipline? Was he ever caught between the Bad Boys Act? And his answer, I want to find out, what does he attribute his answer to? And what is it that he can say to soccer players now that are earning lots of money and always caught in bad acts? Good show as always.
Sure. I just want one answer. Yes or no? Were you ever caught in the Bad Boys Club?
No.
Thank you.
Sure, Robbie. Reneilwe Letsholonyane. What the legends. Yeah. Mamela, Robbie. People, if they don't know her, Ntwane Itwa Fere has been living a Mohammedic life in football. Yeah, he has been all over PJ Stars, Hellenic, what, up until he joined Jomo Cosmos. Kibutisa Joburg, Jomo Ntwane Tsori Pasiki Mango. Is he local or is from over the mountains? Jomarno is local, Nix. He proceeded, he went to Kaizer Chiefs and he became West and Bafana. Yo, what a player, pass it. But the worst part, Ntwane Ikonoya party, he can go to the club, as well the wee hours, Marano Juala. Atenuela cappuccino fella the whole night. Can you imagine? Yeah, Marai, what a legend. What a legend. All I can say to you, Kiri, Good luck, boy.
Oh, how can you ever hate on somebody who tells it like it is? It says he goes up until the wee hours of the night, goes clubbing, but guess what? He'll drink lots and lots of cappuccino.
Hey, Rob, you have a good one there. A good man, a good role model, a good human being. Thank you so much for bringing in this great legend in studio. Kumeke man. It was such a great honor playing alongside you, being a friend, being a business partner. So many good memories we've had together. So many times we've spent together, valuable times, and appreciate you as a friend, as a brother. You're a good man and you deserve all the best. I also want to wish you well on your coaching career, as I believe that you do have a role to play in our football, And all the best, me brah. Sweet, me brah.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. You've got exactly 20 seconds to sum up, wrap up. That is Simpiwe Shabalala. Thank you so much, Big Boss. Sure. What do you say, man?
Sure. all the love that I get from my former colleagues, and obviously everyone that is in football fraternity. I'll repeat. I will not, even now, take for granted the love and the support, the prayers that they give me, whether I know them or not. I know that there's some people out there that are praying for me, that wants me to do well. I know that for a fact, and I appreciate that. And
the only thing I can say to you, right? And I'll say this very, very honestly.
MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live at the same time.
All right, this was a Friday Legends, man. Friday Legends on 947 Rise FM, Vuma FM, with myself, Robert Marawa, brought to you by ABSA and Visa, worldwide partner of the Olympic Games as well as the Paralympic Games. What a legend, what a human being. Have a great weekend.
MSW live now on 947 Vuma FM, Rise FM, and Sowetan Live at the same time. MSW.